have reached the final. I think it'd be fair to say there's been some
First
scrappy
leg
performances
is
from
Rocket to
both.
throw first. Game on.
I'm glad to see two new faces, or newer faces. Rocco being a new face, of course, in a final this season. So good for Rocco.
43.
Talks a lot this season about his downturn in fortune this year. So good to see that he's back on the up and back in a final. I'm supporting Rocco Fulciniti in this game. Want to see him get all the way and take his first SDC title of the 23 season. Yeah. Been some incredible games, of course, throughout our live stream day. Big shout out to Matthias Jost. Would have liked to have see him just go another round further. But we did say that quarterfinal spot at the very start of the day might be where he finds the pressure just a little bit too high. He couldn't average over 65 in that quarterfinal. But unlucky, Matthias. I hope you'll be back for our next tour event in a month's time.
That was pretty much a 1080 there that was on the floor. 2 trebles and 1 on the floor. But they don't all count.
We move on.
Exactly. A very poised first leg here.
Yeah, nicely poised. Both players have come out well, haven't they?
Good start from both players. Yeah, I agree.
Started sharply.
Felix Schertz, probably the highest scorer of the pair, you'd say.
Well, on those scoring statistics, James, on our leaderboard, Rocco was the high scorer of the day. Alongside Jochen Grounds.
I would say, generally, Felix Schertz is slightly higher scorer than Rocco. I think you are right. Today, the first 9 average of Rocco Fulciniti is the highest. I'll double check that now.
And his 3-dot average, of course, is the highest for today.
Felix Schertz is in 3rd place on the first 9 average, with Rocco in 2nd.
45.
First place is Jochen Grounds.
There's an interesting stat for me, James. Look at that ton pluses column. Rocco having hit 15 more tons than Schertz throughout the course of the day. That's almost 2 more a game.
Yeah, it's true.
So Rocco just looking to leave
93.
tops, and he does.
Does Felix Schertz get a dart?
He doesn't. No, he just hits 2 fat numbers with his first 2 darts here.
I think he does get a dart.
No, I can assure you he won't. This is no time for assurances. Of course, goes double 19, double 19.
Shot in the first leg.
Felix
Schertz.
Booyah!
Second time today we see 2 double 19s here.
Second leg is Felix.
Booyah!
Really not expecting that route from Schertz. A little bit of magic from the magic man Schertz.
Gun spares there. And we are right, those L flights are those connectable ones. So they connect, they're the fully plastic ones.
You've been doing some research in the break, James. Good.
You know, I could only see when his flight fell off of the
right, okay.
of the shaft.
Don't be silly, James, doing research in between games.
Seriously throwing spears in between games, getting prepped for SDC Tour Event 13. Where you guys could have the chance to play my flatmate Matt Travis. And guarantee yourself a win in an SDC event.
And much like Matthias Jost, I won't go down without a fight. Ruthless 3rd dart in hand on those doubles. As he has proven today.
Just a shame you don't get those chances at doubles because the scoring is so low.
59.
Won't see fellow Druki commentator Dan Burnett there.
We won't. No, he won't be featuring.
Maybe commentating again soon though.
Possibly, yeah.
He is our 3rd choice backup.
60.
Of course, now.
I think so, yeah.
Unfortunately, haven't seen our other man, Robbie Dove.
Yeah. Your hands came out before your voice did there, James. That's textbook Robbie.
Because I couldn't think of his name off the top of my head. But no, Robbie Dove will potentially be out there filming some content for us again in events 13 and 14. So I hope you're well, Robbie Dove. Big fan of all your work.
Sure he won't be watching along today. But a number of people are still watching on our YouTube live stream. 50 of you there. Good to see.
100.
Leave any thoughts and comments you've got. A little bit of support for Rocco in the chat here, for Tom Kuna. 210 for shirts. Can he find one more treble?
121.
Does find another treble 20. Cements his advantage.
I do think his scoring is good, Shiet. I think the problem is with the first 9 averages that you're taking off these, is you're taking into account those group stage games where people you don't have to try that hard in the group stage for Shiets, or if you're a Rocco, you can just turn it on against a lot of the fodder that's in the group.
Yeah, there's no requirement to score big as they're in your first 9, because you know you'll have 15, 18, 21 darts if you need to.
Felix Shiet's doing the standard procedure of composing now. It seems to be his new MO.
Yeah. Again, we've talked about this, didn't we, in his last game? I don't like the premeditation of it. He's premeditated that he's going to step back. Whether he's in rhythm or not, it's irrelevant because he's premeditating that he's not going to continue his rhythm. I don't like it, but it's working for Sheets, or has been working throughout today.
81. Felix requires 16.
Sheets back for double 8s. And to double his lead to 2 legs.
Game short in the second leg. Felix
Does just that.
Can't see any outcome where Felix Shiets doesn't win this game now. I just think he's too good.
First to 7 legs, of course. It's a long marathon race, not a sprint.
It is.
Is Rocco going to fill up the bed?
He's not. I think Felix Shiets is here and he's playing the best spears of his life at the moment. He's up for it, and I've not seen a player so focused like he is now, and maybe apart from maybe Christoph Schumann on that treble 20 earlier.
Yeah, Christoph Schumann just didn't blink, did he? I've never seen someone's eyes so rigidly fixed on a segment before.
It's quite ironic because John Borhander is someone who I've seen not focused that much on their segment.
Well, his eyes spent more time closed than open throughout the course of throwing at the board.
True.
30.
Slack visit there from Sheets. Gives Rocco a little bit of breathing room in this one. Rocco
41.
had the 80-point advantage on the scores. Could he not have just stayed on the 20s, hit a 60 or a ton? Really cemented that advantage because now Sheets is coming back with a bang.
100.
Unlucky. Should be getting more really off that first dart.
It's a very tight turn, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a great guide for Rocco though as well.
It is.
95.
Does find it. Does use that first initial guide.
It's 140 needed here really for Sheets.
180.
And we
fills the bed.
180 for Felix Sheets.
Puts himself now in a good position in this third leg to break yet again.
Felix require 106.
Readerline watching on. On your extreme left there. Just one dart. Okay.
74.
I actually mistook that, James. I thought he was on double 16. I thought his score was Rocco's score. It's not. Okay, 58 hit for Rocco. 58 hit?
18 hit, 52 left.
You mentioned commentary fatigue.
Tops. You say this is his best dart.
Game short in the third leg.
Best double.
7 hours of commentary is wearing away at myself and my co-commentator here. Matt Travis on his third coffee of the day.
It's been a long day.
130.
We need to be in tip-top shape because this is the best darts we've seen all day from Felix Sheets and Rocco Fulciniti.
Speak for yourself, Trav. I enjoyed the John Borhander opener against Rebo von Arx.
You didn't. No one enjoyed that, I can assure you.
Lawrence Larkin was watching on.
Yeah, well, we did have double the amount of viewers for those group stage games, so they certainly did bring the noise in the
28
sections.
Opening 2 legs were a lot more high energy, I think, more so than this one.
30.
A bit more spray in this leg.
It's funny how often that happens in the game of darts, where one player goes off the boil, the other player generally just drifts with the same lethargy, don't they? There's Sheets.
Hits a 180.
Breaks the lethargy. 180 from Sheets. Second of the match.
Great spares from Felix Sheets. That tight grouping. Can Rocco also hit a 180 back to leave the fish? No, he can't.
70.
2 lots of spray again from Rocco into the 5.
After that first dart, I thought we might have an attempt at a fish, but I forgot that Rocco Fulciniti is indeed a
59.
vegetarian. Felix Sheets leaves himself 100.
Rocco really is in love with single 5 in this leg.
He is.
5 or 6 times now in his 12 darts as he hit single 5. So Sheets with a bit of breathing room here. We've seen this checked a few times already today.
Does he go tops? No, he goes trap 16.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 16 leaves tops. That's fine.
60.
We know it's not his favourite double on the board is tops.
No, he's generally been choosing to leave double 16, hasn't he, Sheets, throughout today? 180 from Rocco to apply the pressure and breathe down Sheets' neck. On a double, we saw in that semi-final against Blessy, he had some troubles on double top. And those troubles continue on the top of the shop. So it's 1 dot in hand for double 10.
30.
Wow. We've seen Sheets on stream today twice. He's still yet to hit tops.
Is that true?
Well, in the last game, he didn't hit top once. He was 0 from 7 or 8, and there he is again, 0 from 1 so far in this game.
Talking to himself in the background there, chuntering away. Rocco now steps back and composes.
35.
Doesn't find, can't convert either man on tops or 10s. The leg goes on.
Where's your money? Does it go?
It does go, yeah. Goes second dart. It goes third dart. Looks a little exasperated.
No score.
Find it. Can't work down.
20.
Does this go?
I would prefer not to speak, James. I think it does go, realistically, yeah. Certainly needs to.
Oh, did you say? Did you say it goes? Oh, of course it goes. Third dart in hand, 5.
A little while I used to be the third dart in hand 5 hitter.
I know, you actually were. I remember playing you back in the day, and when it was 4 legs apiece or 5-4 to me, you used to always hit 5s last dart in hand. Can't remember the last time that happened.
No, I've been a little dry on the 5s recently.
You've been dry on the whole board. I think you should try the John Dominic Bohanda route of Fat 11.
Yeah. Well, his scoring average was edging up towards 40 today, wasn't it? So
60.
an important leg for Rocco there.
Still think
2-0 down. Back to parity in this game, 2 apiece.
Still think Felix Sheets wins this one.
Okay.
Still where I'm happy that.
Felix Sheets, of course, will need another break in this game. Rocco with advantage of throw.
44.
Are you just having a look at checkout percentages there, James? Or are you
I'm trying to see who's had the highest out of the day.
We watched them both, in fact.
We watched one of those two. Did we watch that one? I think we watched. You saw the 140 yesterday. Did we see the one?
I'm actually confusing it with the 133, James. I apologise.
140.
Yeah. 156 from Andy Bless.
Yes, and then we've also seen the third highest, which is Felix Sheets' 146.
Some excellent checkouts today.
36.
Ton pluses are plenty there, isn't there, from the top 4 or 5 names there?
Yeah. Anyone we don't expect in there? Remo von Arx with the 119. Definitely didn't see that one.
Must have been in his last 64 group.
I know.
Stayed in his last 64 game.
125.
He did not do that in the group. Jörg Schwendemann with a ton plus.
Incredible. 23 players hit ton plus checkouts today.
100.
Yeah, nearly 30% of the field. That is impressive.
Can't quite see Mark and Helder's name on that list.
So Sheets starting on 20s on 132. Okay, just hoping to hit 1 and does hit 1.
Saying to Rocco, you can't take out 164.
Saying I'm going to decline the shot at the bullseye.
Don't think he will hit 164 out.
It would be our highest checkout of the day, of course. Another.
Felix Sheets will be getting worried now. Not anymore.
Lucky from Rocco. We know he groups tightly. I felt that second one might just fall in treble 19, you know, James.
Require 32.
Left 80.
Oh dear. After this tournament, I will be resigning the phrase "no one checks 80," given it's been checked multiple times today. This doesn't, double 16 doesn't go. Not good body language here from Sheets. I wonder how much of this he can see.
Score.
Yeah, maybe not enough.
Do people check 80, Trav?
Well, this would nail the coffin in that phrase if he does. Goes tops, tops. Okay.
Can he see any of that? I don't think he can see any of that.
Rocco trying to find a way through. Does he just go for power here? Does he try and force it through the middle? Or loop it over the top? Let's see.
60.
He went for the loop.
He tried to curve it round that right-hand side.
Yeah.
Bend it like Beckham.
Yeah.
Bend it like La Bestia. It was not to be.
No. No, good effort from Rocco, but always the danger if you're going to go tops, tops, that you leave yourself a little bit stumped.
As we see Felix Shirt stop the rot slightly.
Break throw, yeah.
He's been struggling to find his doubles in this game somewhat. He has found 3, but I think he's probably about 3 out of 10, 12.
Far more comfortable on the outer portions on the side of the board than
Yeah.
he has been at the top and bottom. Double 5 been his nemesis. Double tops been his nemesis as well.
I'd say 3 out of 10. It's probably more 3 out of 20. Thinking about some of the missed darts at 5s, there was a few there. There was the tops. There was 6 in one go.
Of course, he had darts on Rocco's throws as well. Been 5 completed legs in this game, of course.
Yeah, he was on 90 average for a period, wasn't he, as well?
But a good 140 there from Rocco.
59.
Stealing the darts already after just 6 from Sheets. Okay, recomposes after that big high 20 there. Obviously not happy with
59.
placement of that first dart, Rocco. Good first dart from Sheets. I really like his rhythm when his first dart's in.
180.
Another 180 from Felix
He
Sheets.
is very
3 in the match so far.
His darts just fly through the air so nicely. They all go in at the same angles. There's never any questions about which angle it's going in at.
As I say, when his first starts in, his rhythm looks good, his tempo looks good. And he's filled the bed there for a 3rd time in the game.
Said my money was on Felix Shirts, and it's just definitely not changed. I think he's just playing very, very steady spears.
59.
I would have almost been tempted. I know it wouldn't have left the finish to stay there, just purely because the marker looks so good, and I don't think Rocco checks this in 6.
Yeah. We saw, of course, on 132, he declined going the bullseye route, which is generally the universally accepted route on 132. The strong bull 180 in the comments there. Liam Mendel Lawrence did play today. Yeah, I know you're used to seeing him in the final, of course, but he was knocked out in the last 16 by Matthias the Daddy Yost, 4-3. So, Rocco with a 140, but Sheets with those 2 treble 18s leaves himself on 32 after 15.
Yeah, 69 average today, enough to take care of Liam Mendel Lawrence. It's not about how high the average is, it's about when you do it.
Yeah. No better player than Matthias Yost on squeezing blood out of his opponents from a fairly low average.
Felix Shirts is starting to get shaky. You can tell he's nervous in this final.
Yeah.
The percentages here compared to the game against Andy Bless are ridiculous.
This recomposure, I know we've talked about it before, but that was extreme, wasn't it? He took too long there, I feel. He delayed and thought and dithered for too long on that checkout. Will it come back to bite him? It will if Rocco can check tops here. Ooh,
they weren't anywhere near.
Significantly low. You could tell it bounced out, but that was nowhere near the tops bed.
He gives a wry smile as if to say that it hit the flight or something, but
yeah, no, that dart wasn't in its intended target.
Wow, that's not anywhere near.
Got another comment here in the YouTube section. Shit, good training for the Moda Super Series. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Great dart at house. That was a huge moment there.
I feel it'll need to be a little bit more battle hardened than this to go far in that Moda Super Series week.
Interesting to see who's playing. I haven't had a full look at that week yet.
Well, it's not this Monday. It's a week on Monday. So
let's hope that he gets Lee Cox.
97.
Is he a fan? Are you a fan of his, James? Do you like?
You're a massive. I know you're a massive Lee Cox fan, and you think that Felix Schertz could do a job on Lee Cox.
I don't think he could. No, Lee Cox is a good player. Too good for Felix Schertz.
Which live league players do you think Felix Schertz could compete with? And you can't say Marcel Wolfen.
I don't think he could compete with Wolfen, if we're honest. I think Wolfen is a better player than Schertz.
Justin Hood.
Yeah, I suspect he could take
Tony Newell. Jonathan Worsley. As we see Felix Schertz with a bit of spray. Oh, not the best though from Felix Schertz here, but Rocco Fulciniti is fighting back.
Yeah, he's just got to hope he doesn't get live league regulars like Colin Osborne in his week. Because I suspect someone with PDC quality like Colin Osborne will just be too good.
And Kevin Painter. Peter Manley as well.
Or John Henderson, perhaps. Yeah, sort of the names you'd want to avoid.
The live league list goes on and on and on.
Big 10 list, yeah.
My co-commentator Matt Travis is a regular gambler on the Modus Super Series.
Good dart from Schertz here.
Great first dart, great second dart.
Will we see our fourth 180? Yes, we will. Felix Schertz, fourth 180 of the game.
Leaves the fish. Would love to see a fish checked out in a final.
Rocco respectfully lets him have a go. Oh, really didn't want spray there.
Good last start.
Brilliant last
Huge
start.
last start. 62 left for Fulciniti.
Yeah. So, James, which dart does he miss?
The first one. I think it goes high.
Okay. Felix Schertz, it goes low.
The one thing I will say with Felix Schertz's darts is they're always, like on the 20s, not so much on the 19s, they're all really close to the treble if they don't go in. More of a sign of a professional player, whereas Rocco, you can get some really high and really low.
Rocco's thrown a few very high on the 20s.
He loves tops,
He
Rocco.
does love tops, yeah. Gobbles it. Fun. Did not gobble it there.
77. Does he get a dart, two darts?
He gets one dart at tops, yeah. Yeah, he gets one dart at tops. He gets two darts at double 10 for what might be an unassailable 5-2 lead. Again, these composures are becoming longer and longer. Will it bring him more and more success?
Don't think he wants to have the same mistake that he made in that other final against Sven Geiger by rushing it, and I think that's in his head. And it's great dart from Felix Schertz. 77 checked out. 2 legs away from his first SDC title. You put the odds in the quarterfinals of a new winner at
5-2.
5-2.
Yeah.
Then in the next round, you said it was still at 2-1. Now we're into the final, and Felix Schertz is in front. How are you pricing it out?
Oh, Felix Schertz, strong favourite for the game now. Strong favourite for the game. 5-2 up. Hasn't been the same Rocco we've seen in the knockout stages, has it? I mean, averaged 83 in the quarterfinals. I think he averaged high 80s in the semi.
90s semis.
90.7, yeah. He's almost 15 points down on his semi-final average. Sven Geiger took a little bit of a beating there from Rocco. But not the same Rocco that's turned up in this game.
45.
Good to see plenty of people along on YouTube watching this one. Let us know if you think there's any chance Rocco comes back.
I wonder if our man Thomas Younghans is watching along. He's also playing in Modus Live League soon. How do you think he'll get on in his second attempt?
Or Maurizio. I hope Maurizio Castrovinci's been following a little bit today. We usually get a word or two from him, don't we?
I'm sure he'll be watching along. He loves his spears.
Of course, Tony Massiano appeared yesterday.
Antonio Massiano, great lad. A big stacker.
He might be playing darts at home somewhere.
Outside in his garden. He does love it.
So still advantage Schertz. After 9 darts thrown each in this leg.
17, I'm sure, will be the play. And treble 18 is what I think he'll hit.
Yeah. We'll go for the 18s.
Just inside.
Okay, 3 big numbers. Always presents an opportunity at this level. Rocco, great first dart. There will be another here. There will be another here.
140.
40.
So that puts Rocco on 116. I think he'll get a dart at 116.
I hope James he starts on 20s, but I feel he won't.
He's a 19s man.
Yeah,
That's right.
I think he is a 19s man. I don't think he finds a treble 19.
Finds a treble 19 first start.
Finds the big 19 for tops.
96.
Felix Wonder.
148. Felix Schertz is composing here. Don't think he'll get a dart.
No, this is a big ask, isn't it? A mammoth ask. And it's a low on treble 20 again.
These combinations, he has been dragging them low slightly. Another treble 18 would have left him double 10, but that leaves him 56.
Rocco, you require 20.
But Rocco surely can't waste another 3 at 10s and doesn't waste another 3 at 10s.
Break a throw.
Rocco to throw first.
Break a throw. There's been plenty in this game. Been 4 or 5 breaks.
Rocco wins this leg. It then becomes very, very interesting.
Yes.
Treble needed here, Rocco, you feel, and he finds it. Uses that dart expertly.
We mentioned just a minute or so ago, is there any way back for Rocco?
Oh, we were struggling to see 180s earlier in the day. Felix Schertz has been hitting 180s for fun in this match.
180 number 5 for Felix Schertz in this game. A monster on those 180s. In the early part of this game.
Steady tons for Rocco aren't enough. Back in the treble. That's a great dart. Oh, disappointed there. I thought it was a good guide. Used it nicely on the third dart. Could have been a 9 dart attempt, but not quite to be. Rocco Fulciniti will need to find a treble 20 to leave a finish here.
96.
See his anguish there, can't you? Rocco's had a great leg. Isn't favourite for it.
That's really low. That's a great adjustment, though.
96.
Yeah.
85. We've seen him check this out on the bull earlier today.
Yeah, both players are really going through a little purple patch here. Felix leaving 85 after 9.
77.
Rocco finds a treble, but
is it enough? I don't think so. That's a 137 left. 133 left. We've seen this on stream before. Oh, Sven Geiger, he's in the background. He can tell you how to do it, mate.
Okay, will he go for the ball here, James? What do you think?
Go for the ball. No, I
Doesn't,
agree.
okay.
Correct play. 20 should be the dart here, but he
45.
goes 12. He's not a tops
Rocco
man,
will
Felix
require
Schertz. We've not seen him hit it
133.
all day on stream.
Will Rocco make him pay for declining the bullseye? He doesn't.
He goes your preferred route.
20s, yeah.
Not my preferred route.
Not Sven Geiger's preferred route.
93.
Good darts though from Rocco.
Felix, you require 40.
Taps Felix on the shoulder.
First, second, or third, or not at all.
He's overdue of hit of tops. I think he puts a great marker there on tops and finds it. Second dart.
Doesn't like tops. He doesn't like
That's
it.
a reasonable marker. It's not right on the wire, but it's close.
It's not really a marker. That's the problem. Because it won't just bounce in off that. It will go underneath it, or it will go to the side of it.
But it's a guide for your weighting, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Game shot.
But he
in the
finds it.
leg. Felix Schertz.
Booyah. Correctly
leg is
predicted
Felix
by
to go
Trav. Lucas
first.
Dowman smiles. Smiles from Sven Geiger. Frieda Lang watching on in angst.
Yet another breaker throw. And Schertz now has 4 legs, 4 opportunities to get over the line and become an SDC Tour champion.
Very few players can say they're SDC Tour champions. Marcel Wolpen, Jochen Groudens, Rocco Fulciniti,
Liam and Lawrence, Sven Geiger,
Patrick Ganter,
and Andy Bless might only be the members of that exclusive club.
Have we missed anyone out?
Apologies if we have.
Desperately trying to think if we've left anyone out.
But it's Felix Schertz about to be named number
43.
8.
Let's say 8, yeah.
We'll say 8. Or is Rocco still got any petrol in the tank?
96.
Good cover shooting again. The thing that's changed about this game for me, James, is probably after the 4th or 5th leg, Rocco was living in single 5, living in it. I think the correction from both men has just been they've straightened up the throw,
31.
and particularly Rocco, which allowed him sort of to get back into the game from 2-0 down, from 4-2 down. Okay, Schertz put on the afterburners in that last leg. But the quality for me has definitely picked up in the last couple of legs.
Felix Schertz, when he has that first start in, you always feel like he's going to find another. This is the grouping I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Good darts.
Always looks likely on the 180s. Can Rocco hit another 180? His second of the match. Yes, he can. 180 number 2 for Rocco Fortuniti.
Number 7 of the match.
7 in the game.
I would love to see a ton here.
And for all money, looks likely to break the throw once more.
I think it'll be more than a ton, though. I think it'll be a lot more than a ton.
Will it be a ton 80?
Ooh.
Okay, you can see a little nick, couldn't you, on the barrel of that first dart? Rocco 170.
20 for his favourite tops.
That's not obscured.
He's not been finding it too well at the moment, as Rocco.
He's shuffling significantly over here. Obviously feels it's necessary to find double top.
Ruthless tops merchant is Rocco Fortuniti. Break a throw. Now Felix Scherz just has 3 legs.
Yes, and 2 of them Rocco will be throwing in. If we get to play all 3 of those legs, of course.
It becomes harder and harder and harder to win it as you keep getting closer to the finish line.
Of course, we don't need to mention he missed a handful of opportunities against Sven Geiger in an SDC Tour event final. Good last start.
You can see what it means to Felix Scherz, though. You can see how important it is to say that he is one of the best players in Switzerland.
He's becoming visibly more animated, isn't he? With every dart, with every combination, with every checkout.
Just hoping with every visit that dart falls in the treble.
Yeah.
No trebles that visit, though, gives Rocco a slight opportunity to sneak in here. And he finds the first dart treble. He finds the second dart treble. Felix
Third
Scherz,
180 for Rocco Fortuniti.
Felix Scherz will be kicking himself. He'll be nervous, not finding a treble in the last 3 darts.
Call that Felix Scherz wanted to hear from Roman Lefel.
Roman Lefel belts out a 140 now, though, and puts the scores level pegging in this leg. 219, 207.
Advantage Rocco, and he's in again here. Another treble 20.
Changes 180, 177 for Rocco Fortuniti to lead 42.
6 perfect darts in a row from Rocco Fortuniti. In a must-win leg for Rocco. Felix hangs with him with another ton, leaves the finish after 12.
Rocco Fortuniti, what's the route here?
2 for double top, James. Okay, goes 10 for double 16.
Bit of a wild one. Won't want to give Felix Scherz a chance. Doesn't give Felix Scherz a chance. Here he goes. Felix Scherz, this is your moment. You're throwing for your first SDC Tour title. Can you take it?
Reduces the deficit to 1 leg. It's 6-5 to Felix Scherz.
All the best, young man. Can you find it? Nervous, visibly nervous, gives a wry smile.
He'll be praying for a ton. Praying for a ton now.
When you get to this stage in a game, you're just praying for that dart to fall in, and he hits 2 incredible darts to start with.
Bonus for Scherz.
Rocco needs a ton 40 here, minimum, to stick with him. There's 1. Can he find another to stay level pegging?
100.
No, he can't. Ton is the bare minimum there.
Yeah.
He'll be praying that the next score that Roman Lefel sounds out is going to be a 60.
A treble, this one, yeah. Makes a brilliant adjustment to go over that first dart and finds another treble 20. Back-to-back ton 40s for Scherz. He has 1 hand on this SDC Tour event 12 trophy.
And no trebles and spray for Rocco means that really now Felix Scherz will get darts at double. He just needs to make sure he hits one of them. There's a treble 20. There's another treble 20. And I would have called it. That's his 8th 180 of the game.
6th 180 of the game.
8th of the game. 6 for Scherz. My bad. Great spears.
41 after 9. Scherz, under no pressure, will have 5 opportunities here, minimum, to convert this 41. What'll it be, Felix? It's 9. For double 16. Deep puffs of those cheeks. Come on, Felix. Let's see it. First dart is on the wire.
Looks slightly blocked.
Can he use it? 25. Okay, he can't. But we'll be back.
His heart will be in his mouth at his table
the
now.
Pressure. Every second that Rocco takes here.
Wants
There's
another
more
one.
time that Felix heart rate will be pumping.
140. Puts a bit of pressure on this.
Felix with a little wry smile. Puffs those cheeks out once more.
Can he find it? Double 8. One of his favourite doubles. Oh, kisses the wire. You saw it move there.
He's searching.
Game,
there we
shot,
go.
And the championship.
He's got it.
Look what it means to him. Felix Scherz. A brand new SDC title winner. Tour Event 12 belongs to Felix.
Cracking game of darts. 6-180 for Felix Schertz, 2 for Rocco Fulciniti. Incredible darts. Everyone there seems so happy for him, and he deserves it. It was his time to win one. He was due a win.
Yes.
And he played some incredible spears along the way all day today. Really happy for Felix Schertz.
Yeah, what a game, what a tournament that Felix has had. Yeah, brilliant to see him in the winner's enclosure for the first time this year.